down, we have Bloody Mary. I wish I was talking about the cocktail here, but I'm not. Now, I feel like most of you have heard of this game. It was super popular when I was a kid, and I played it lots, so I'm surprised I'm not cursed. Anyways, there are a number of different ways to play the game, but the most common one is to go into a dark bathroom, look into the mirror, and chant Bloody Mary 3 times. Some say you must surround yourself by candles. Others claim you have to spin around while saying her name. Or you have to say, Bloody Mary, I believe in you. This supposedly summons Bloody Mary, and if it works, she will reach out of the mirror and scratch you, or grab you and pull you back into the mirror with her. Apparently, Bloody Mary is described as a rotting, skeleton-looking woman with long, sharp nails, rotting flesh, and matted, dirty, and bloody hair. Some say she's eyeless. Others say she wears the eyes of her past victims. Either way, not a game I ever want to play again. In our 9th spot, we have the Devil's Face. This is the game for you if you have ever wanted to see what the devil looks like. Basically, it's simple. Go to your bathroom at night right before midnight. Stand in front of the dark mirror and close your eyes. When the clock strikes midnight, open your eyes and stare into the mirror. You should see the devil staring right back at you. Yeah! Like, get it? Like you're the devil? In our 8th spot, we have Charlie Charlie. This game seems simple enough. Get a piece of paper, draw a grid on it so that there are 4 different sections, and write yes and no in the boxes. Then take 2 pencils and balance one on top of the other. Start the game by saying, Charlie Charlie, are you here? If he is, the pencils will move and it should point to yes. Then you can start to ask him yes or no questions. Now, who exactly is this Charlie boy? Well, it ain't Charlie Brown, that's for sure. Now, there are a number of versions. One claims he's a demon from Mexico. Others say he's the ghost of someone who took their own life, or the ghost of someone that died in a tragic accident. Either way, I'm not trying to contact nobody from the afterlife. No, thank you. Especially because Charlie has sinister intentions. Now guys, before I go any further, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You know the drill, because it really helps us out. Moving on to number 7, we have the Closet Game. This game, if done correctly, will summon a demon into your own home. Again, why is this considered a game? What's scary is that this game is fairly easy. Yeah, it's easy to summon demons. Great. Anyways, all you have to do is stand in your closet in the night with an unlit match. Then out loud you have to say, oh, I don't even want to say it. Show me the light or leave me in the darkness. Once you hear a faint whisper, light up the match. Oh, I'm getting shivers. Ugh. If you don't, you will be dragged off into the darkness. If you light it in time, you're safe from this demon. But now, you've invited it to live in your closet. And you always have to shut the closet door every night before bed. And you can never look inside the closet without a light on. Moving on to number 6, we have the Elevator Game. I think this one has to be one of the scariest games on this list. And I don't know why it's considered a game. Like, it's not fun, and it can cause death or possession. The Elevator Game is said to be one of the world's most dangerous games. Now, there are a bunch of rules you have to follow. When done correctly, you can visit another world. Basically, you have to be in an elevator that has at least 10 floors. When you're in the elevator, you have to press the floor buttons in a specific order. I ain't telling you because you guys aren't playing this game. After doing so, you press the 5th floor and a woman will enter the elevator with you. This woman is not alive, and it is deadly if you look or talk to her. Then you're supposed to go to the 10th floor, which will bring you to another dimension. The other world is identical to ours, but with slight differences. Like maybe the lights will be off and electronics won't work. And you can encounter ghosts. Now there are reports of people who have played this game. Some have said that they ended up looking at this woman and now she haunts them. Others claim that some sort of entity has followed them home. Seriously, do not try this game whatever you do. You might get trapped in another world and not be able to get back. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the 3 Kings. For this game, you need a large empty room without windows, candles, a bucket of water, and a mug, a fan, 2 large mirrors, 3 chairs, an alarm clock, and a bunch of other stuff. Now, the steps for this to work are pretty elaborate. To play this game, you need to set up the mirrors facing each other with a chair in the middle. The chair is your throne. You're the king. The other chairs are the Queen and the Fool. The game starts at 3:30 a.m. You gotta sit in the chair with the lit candles and stare into the darkness. Basically, if you follow all the steps, you will transport your consciousness from this dimension into another. Some have said that they have seen other versions of themselves. Others have said they have gotten answers to their burning questions. Again, if done wrong, this could go very badly. In our fourth spot, we have One Man Hide and Seek. Ever want to play hide and seek by yourself? No. Just no. This game is said to summon the dead. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Basically, for this game, you call upon a spirit and present it with a doll that it can possess. And then you play hide and seek with this possessed doll. First off, you need to empty the doll of its stuffing and replace it with rice and one of your fingernails or a strand of hair. Then you sew the doll back up. Then you place the doll in a tub filled with water and turn the lights off. You then fill your mouth with some salt water and then go back to the bathtub. The doll should be gone. Now, have fun playing hide and seek. You need to find her while still keeping that salty water in your mouth. Oh, and you have to find the doll in the dark. Complete darkness. The game ends once you have found the doll and poured the salt water from your mouth on it. Once the doll is dry, you need to burn the doll. People have reported that the game can go on for a very long time. This demon doll likes to play tricks with you. In our third spot, we have Sarah Sarita. This game is kind of close to that whole Charlie Charlie game. Apparently, with this game, you can contact the ghosts of two sisters that passed away in Mexico. Others believe that the girls are demons from hell. Rumor has it that a number of people have been placed in mental institutions after playing this game. So, maybe don't try it. But if you do, you'll need a friend to do it with you. Sit facing each other and you both have to hold a coin in your hand. Then chant together, Sarah Sarita, may we join your game. Then toss your coin. If you both get heads, it's a yes, you can join the game. If the coins land on tails, it means no, you can't join the game. If you get different sides, it means maybe, and you gotta ask again. Now, if you ask again and it tells you no, you can't play the game again, then apologize and leave the game. Now, if you did get a yes, then you are in the game and you can ask them any yes or no questions. Now, in order to leave the game, you have to say, Sarah Sarita, can I leave your game? Then you flip the coin. If you get a no, you need to keep playing until they say yes. But a lot of people have said that it's a difficult game to get out of. And if you don't end the game properly, then it could end very badly for you. And at number 2, we have Concentrate. And it's not that game, Concentration. 64. You know, what was it? I don't even remember. Anyway, I'm just wondering who came up with these games because they are truly messed up. This game apparently shows you the way you're going to die. So to play this game, you need 2 people. It starts with one person closing their eyes. The other person stands behind them and says this very creepy chant. During the chorus of this chant, the chanter will pound on the person's back with their fists. The chant itself is fairly long and creepy, so you won't catch me saying it. But when the chant is done, the chanter has to push the person forward just a little bit so they lose their balance. Then they open their eyes, and whatever color they see is the way that they're going to die. Like, blue means you're gonna drown, yellow means you'll be poisoned, orange means you'll die in a fire, brown means you'll get buried alive, so on and so on. Yeah, I'll pass. And in our number 1 spot, we have the Midnight Man. For this game, you are literally welcoming this terrifying creature known as the Midnight Man into your home. So in order to play, you need a candle, matches, salt, paper, a pen, a wooden door, and a drop of your own blood. First off, write your name on the paper with the pen and prick yourself and put your drop of blood on the paper. Then place this paper in front of the wooden door. Turn off all your lights and then light your candle. Once it's 11:59 at night, put your candle down and knock on the door 22 times. The 20-second knock must be completed when the clock strikes midnight. Then open the door, blow out your candle, and close your door. Then immediately relight your candle. You have now welcomed the Midnight Man into your home. Now you have to move through your house without getting caught by him. You have to do this until 3:33 a.m. If you stay in one place longer than a few seconds, he'll catch you. If your candle goes out and you're unable to relight it within about 15 seconds, stop what you're doing, draw a circle of salt around you, and don't move until 3:33 a.m. Now, you can't leave your house until the game has ended, and you can't turn on any lights. Not following these sets of rules can end very badly for you. Now, you can't see this man, But if he's near you, you'll feel a sense of panic and dread. You'll start to hear voices and hallucinate. Some say if he catches you, he will haunt you for the rest of your life. Others say he'll rip out your organs. So, pick one. Haunt for your rest of your life or lose your organs. Starting off this countdown, we have the picture game. This game is a way to catch a real-life ghost or demon on camera. But like most of the games on this list, if done incorrectly, you could lose your life. I say this as I'm gonna tell you how to play the game, but don't. Basically, you need a bunch of crazy, willing participants. You all sit in a circle with a glass of alcohol in the middle. You also each have a mirror that you have to hold onto. The mirror has to be facing the ceiling. Then you turn off the lights and everyone closes their eyes. Then they say, "I trust you. The door is open, please come in." You chant this multiple times. Then you pass a camera around the circle. This has to be an old school flash camera, not just your phone's camera. Then everyone takes turns taking a picture with the camera. When they take the photo, they have to say, "I caught you." The camera gets passed around 3 times, so everyone should take 3 pictures each. When the game is done, if all goes well, a ghost should appear in some of the photos that you have taken. One person that played the game claims that she captured a picture of a ghost and then was haunted by it. So I really don't recommend playing this game. In our 9th spot, we have the fortune game. If you guys are liking this video so far, why don't you give it a big thumbs up, because it really helps us out. This is a Japanese game that goes by a number of different names. It's also sometimes called the Crossroads game, and I'll explain why it's called that in a second. But basically, this game, if done correctly, will tell you your fortune. All you need is a comb, something to hide your face with, and a crossroads, which is an intersection with 2 or more roads. If you didn't know, a little FYI. At night, you go to the crossroads and you stand near a corner. You then stroke the comb so that it makes a noise. And then you repeat this. "Suji ura, grant me a true response." Then you have to hide your face. Just wait and someone will approach you. But do not reveal your face to them at any time. When they approach you, you can ask for your fortune. They should tell you it. Sadly, you might not always receive the answers that you're looking for. Apparently, a number of people in Japan have taken their lives after playing this game because they received a bad fortune. So just beware. In our 8th spot, we have Dry Bones. Oh my god, it reminds me of that game Crazy Bones. Does anyone remember that game? God, throwback to the 90s. So here's a fun one. Ever wanted to play hide and seek with a demon? Well, now you can. Dry Bones is a game where you can summon a demon and then play this game with them. All you gotta do is turn off your lights, light a candle, and then go to the bathroom at exactly 12:01 a.m. You then stare at your reflection until you sense that a presence is there with you. When that happens, you say, "I acknowledge your presence. I welcome you into my home for a game of hide and seek until 3 a.m. After you say that, you run as fast as you can and hide as fast as you can. Because if the demon catches you, you're basically screwed. You then have to stay hidden until 3 a.m. After 3 a.m., if you haven't been caught and you're still alive, you announce that the game is over and basically tell the demon to get out. But still, who says that this demon is even gonna listen? For all you know, this demon could now be your new forever housemate. Moving on, at number 7, we have Baby Blue. I honestly don't know who came up with this next game or why it's even a thing, because it's severely messed up. So basically, to play this game, you gotta go to the bathroom alone and turn off the lights. First off, what is it with demons in bathrooms? Why do they choose to haunt bathrooms, out of all places? Anyways, you look into the dark mirror and cradle your arms, pretending like you're holding a baby. Then you say, "Baby Blue, blue baby," exactly 13 times, and it's a tongue twister. When you're done, you should feel your arms get heavy as if you're actually now holding a real baby. Then you have to flush this baby down the toilet before its mother appears in the mirror and scratches and screams at you. So, what is even the point of this game? Like, to test how fast your toilet can flush? Like, damn. Moving on, at number 6, we have Candyman. If you've seen the movie Candyman, then you should already know how to play this game. But don't. Basically, you go to the bathroom and shut the door and turn off the lights. Again, we're in the bathroom here. What is up with bathrooms? You look in the mirror and you say, "Candyman," 5 times. This is said to summon him, and he will appear in your bathroom and will kill you with his hook. Now, if you have a medicine cabinet in your bathroom, then he will crawl out of the cabinet and then kill you. Again, how is this a game? Like, you don't win anything. You just end up dying a painful death. You're now at our 5th and halfway mark with the Queen of Spades. I am sick of all these bathroom games, but here's another one. This is apparently Russia's version of Bloody Mary. So when it's nighttime, go to your bathroom and turn off all the lights and shut the door. Then take a Queen of Spades card and place her face against the mirror. From there, light a candle. Take some red lipstick and draw a set of stairs on the mirror with it. You then close your eyes and say, Queen of Spades, come. If this works, when you open your eyes, the Queen of Spades will be there in the mirror, and you can ask her to grant you one wish. But if something goes wrong, then she will try to kill you, so then you have to quickly yell, Queen of Spades, go away, and then erase the lipstick stairs from the mirror. Some Russian boy named Ivan played this game, and he said that at first nothing happened. Then all of a sudden he saw a black figure in the back of the mirror with bloody eyes. So don't play it. In our 4th spot, we have the Answer Man. If you've ever wanted to know the answer to all your questions, then maybe ask Google and not a demon, okay? But apparently for this game, you contact something known as the Answer Man. For this to work, you need a group of 10 people. You all stand in a circle with your phones in hand. Everyone then dials the number of the person to their left. At the same time, you all press send. Most of the phones will say that the number you called is busy, but one of you might just get the opposite. If the phone rings and the call goes through, you will be in direct communication with the Answer Man. You then can ask him questions. But there's one catch, like of course. With every question you ask, he gets to ask you one as well. You have to always answer honestly, no matter what. If he doesn't like the answer you gave him, then you are SOL. In our 3rd spot, we have Don't Look Behind You. And I'm saying that and I want to look behind me because now I'm creeped out. Here's another game where you invite a demon into your house. How fun. So basically, you light a candle and set it up behind 3 chairs. You and 2 other people then sit on those chairs. Altogether, you invite a demon to join you, but you promise them that you won't look at them. If at any point during the game you do look back behind you, the demon will attack you. Again, how is this even classified as a game? Like, it makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up just thinking about it. In our 2nd spot, we have the Ghost Paper Challenge. Yeah, not the Ghost Pepper Challenge, the Ghost Paper Challenge. It's also sometimes referred to as the Spirit of the Door game. This game lets you ask a ghost any question that you may have for them. So just before 3 a.m., turn off all the lights in your house. Go to a room and close the door and light a candle. At exactly 3 a.m., knock on the door 3 times and repeat this. Spirit of the door, I welcome you. Make yourself present and come through. Then write down on a piece of paper your question and slide it halfway under the door with a pen on top. If the paper remains where you left it, then you failed and you have to try again another time. But if the paper disappears, then you have succeeded and the ghost is writing you a message. Now you can only ask the ghost 3 questions, never any more. When you finish asking the 3 questions, thank the ghost and blow out the candle. But then you can't open your door until it's light outside. So if you have to use the bathroom, you're kind of screwed. And in our number 1 spot, we have the Dark Reflection Ritual. This one is super messed up, but if you survive, then you'll have a streak of good luck. But the cons definitely outweigh the pros. So begin by grabbing a mirror at sunset and take turns looking into the mirror. Look at your reflection and then breathe onto the glass to fog it up. By doing so, you're transferring all your bad energy onto the mirror. Pass the mirror along until everyone in your group has done this. Once it's been done, light a candle and hold it to the mirror. Then break the mirror and run for your life. Get away from the negative energy that you just released. Here's the thing. This energy will be latched to you for the rest of the night. So some bad incidents will likely happen. Slowly, these incidents will become more and more intense. If you survive through the night, then your bad luck will end and a good luck streak will begin. They recommend that you buy a lottery ticket because that's how good your luck will be. Sounds great, right? Well, yeah, if you survive. Remember, you're going through a whole evening of bad luck. You might not even make it to the morning.
Coming in at number 10, we have One Man Hide and Seek. In Japan, this game is known as Hitoru Kakurenbo. I might have said that wrong. Let Let me tell you though, your stuffed toy will never be the same again. So, what you need here is a stuffed animal, but it has to have arms and legs, so think bear rather than crocodile. Also, it has to have a name, for example, Ted the Dread. Basically, you cut Ted the Dread open, remove his stuffing, replace it with rice, and then some fingernail clippings. Creepy. You then sew the bear back up, wrap it, thread it, do all of that kind of stuff, put it back together. You then put this stuffed toy in the bath and say, for the first game, I'm it. You then count to 10 with your eyes closed, then you're supposed to stab the toy and say I won. Just sounds very dramatic. You then announce to the toy that it is gonna be it, and then you have to go and hide. For some reason it's important that you hide with a glass of salt water, and if you feel scared, put some of that in your mouth. When the game is over and the toy hasn't found you in an hour, fingers crossed, you go back, spit the salt water on the toy and burn it. Bye, Ted! Honestly, it all sounds like a lot of hassle to me. Ah yes, at number 9 we have a classic. It's the Ouija board. Tale as old as time, right? Do you guys even need me to explain this one? Can we just move on to number 8? No? I have to say the words? Okay then. An Ouija board is a board with printed letters, numbers and signs, plus the words yes, no, good and bye. It is used to summon spirits and communicate with them. Famously, bad spirits have indeed been summoned. Interestingly, you can actually buy an Ouija board in a lot of mainstream game shops. Why buy one when you can make one yourself? Coming into number 8 we have Charlie Charlie. Charlie Charlie is a game, I guess, a bit like the Ouija board, but it's way more DIY. A person balances pencils on top of one another with no and yes written in squares. Charlie Charlie can't be used to summon any demon though. It seems that the infamous Charlie is the only one that will appear. And again, I'm not sure you want to meet him. Players of the game say something like, Charlie Charlie are you here? And then the pencil moves and teenagers freak out on YouTube. That's the trend. So why do the pencils move? Clearly because a demon has been summoned, not because of friction and gravity. Demon. Coming in at number 7 we have the living doll. Do you know what? I really don't like a creepy doll. I don't. In fact, I feel like you shouldn't have dolls over the age of 10. Just get rid of them because they'll probably haunt you. They pop up everywhere and they're always causing paranormal havoc. Get those dolls out. So Living Doll is like a cocktail of paranormal game fusion. It's got a lot of scary game tropes. Candlesticks, mirrors, hiding, a doll. So here you're supposed to put a doll and a candle between 2 mirrors and say a little incantation. You then blow out the flame and wait for the doll to come and find you. If it finds you, then bad news bears. You're supposed to hide for around an hour and try not to get found. If you remain unfound, then good. Congratulations, you survive. You then return to the doll, which may have moved, pour salt on it and put it in a cupboard overnight. That ought to do it. Coming into number 6 we have Midnight Man. Midnight Man is a modern rehashing of an old pagan ritual and is essentially a game to summon a spirit. I feel like all of these games summon spirits, you know. To play, you write your name on a piece of paper. You have to prick your finger and produce a small drop of blood and put it on the paper. You then light a candle and then you tape the paper with your name on it to a wooden door. It has to be wooden, apparently, so. Timing is very important here. You have to then knock on the door 22 times, with the last knock coming exactly at the stroke of midnight. You then open the door, blow out the candle, close the door, relight the candle. To me, it's all a big faff. This apparently means that the Midnight Man is now in your house. Your job is to avoid being caught by the Midnight Man, who will try and scare you until 3:33 AM. No more, no less. Honestly, I'd much rather just be in bed having a good sleep. It sounds like way too much aggro. Whatever you do, don't say his name 5 times unless you want to play the game, in which case, go ahead. That's right guys, at number 5 we have Candyman. Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Actually, do you know what? I think I'll stop there. The Candyman is allegedly a murder victim with a hook for a hand, like Captain Hook, one of my favourite characters ever. He's mean. If you say Candyman's name 5 times, then you will summon him. The only issue, aside from summoning a demon, is, you know, he's angry. He probably wants you to die. There is a movie made about it. Have you seen it? Let me know. Coming into number 4 we have the Devil's Dog. Yet another summoning game, although this one doesn't require a mirror. Shocker. If calling forth the Hounds of Hell is high up on your to-do list, then you'll be pleased to know it's actually pretty easy. All you have to do is close your eyes, although allegedly the game works best in a group of 4 with one person in the middle. Alone or together, you close your eyes and hunch into a little ball and say, Devil's Dog, Devil's Dog, Satan bring me Devil's Dog, over and over again until you feel scratch marks on your back. You'll likely even see them. This way you'll know that you've been marked by the Hellhounds. Apparently they'll provide you with protection, but you'll also be cursed, so, you know, again, Tea and Catan? Anyone? Coming into number 3, we have Mirror Tunnels. Mirror Tunnels is a classic parallel universe game. For this one, you're supposed to set up 2 very big mirrors facing one another, and then you physically stand in the middle. You stand looking in the mirror and count how many frames you can see over your shoulder in your reflection, like mirror after mirror after mirror after mirror, kind of like that bit in Black Swan. It's actually honestly probably enough to send you mad. So you were supposed to look out for movement in the frames. You should be standing still, but one of your reflections might move in another dimension. Honestly, to me it's all a bit mind-bending, but basically, so it goes. One version of you in a different dimension may bring something bad to your current dimension. Do you know what? I've gone cross-eyed. I feel like we need to move on. It's too much. Although I will say, in every world in which you exist, are you always going to be good? Honestly, probably better just to leave this one alone. Okay, this is another scary game that comes from Japan, and to me that makes it a little bit scarier. We have the bath game. Also known as Daruma-san, the bath game involves summoning a grotesque ghost, and then you gotta stop it from catching you. Again, I'm sensing a theme here. This is like very normal for paranormal games, right? Honestly, summoning a demon in the bath isn't my kind of party. I'd rather have a candle and a glass of wine and a good book, but whatever floats your boat. It seems that this game involves taking a bath at night in the dark and sitting facing the taps. You're supposed to wash your hair and then repeat the words "Daruma-san fell down" over and over again. You've got to keep your eyes shut, but you'll feel a presence in the bath with you. When you feel the presence, you should ask, why did you fall in the bath? When you feel like the presence finally leaves you, you've got to get out of the bath, but leave the water where it is, don't drain it. The next morning is when the game begins. The ghost of Daruma will follow you. She'll get closer as the day goes on, but you cannot let her catch you. When you see her over your shoulder, you must shout "Kita," which means I cut you loose, and then perform a karate chop. Kita! I mean, that sounds fun, but honestly, the whole thing sounds pretty pointless. Why spend a day escaping a demon when you could just, be having a good day? Pray for devils have no reason. Satan waits to curse your ways. Have you seen it in his eyes in the sunset? Have you wonder if he's laughing when he plays? That's right, coming into number 1 we have the Devil's Game. Great! So I found that terrifying description on a game listed on creepypasta.com, and it seems that the game has a 9.1 out of 10 rating from over 5,000 votes, so it must be scary. The game allegedly allows you to speak with the devil, and if you do it right, I quote, there's a fair chance you'll walk away scot-free. Good. The purpose of the game is not to make a deal with the devil, but just to ask him things. What type of things? Well, the post reads that he could very well be able to predict the winning numbers of tomorrow's Powerball, for example, or tell you what deadly undiagnosed condition might be afflicting one of your loved ones. How do you play? Well, the creepypasta says that the demon can be summoned at a church at midnight, but it works even better on a new moon, full moon, Friday the 13th, Halloween, etc. You will, you guessed it, need salt, 7 white or red candles, some matches, red string, a mirror. You cannot bring any electronic devices into the room, as apparently that is not something that the devil is okay with. Apparently all you have to do is light the candles and stare into the mirror and will the devil to come. When he appears, one is supposed to challenge him to a game of question and response. The best way to get a truthful answer from him, according to the creepypasta, is to accept a dare from him. Now I don't know about you, but I will not be doing any dares set to me by the devil.